Morning. Out again. Hike I've done several times before, but may as well film it while I'm here. Update kind of thing. Just out meeting Andy Kitchen again, who I brought out last time I went up on Bleaklow. So we're at Crowden car park, just off the Woodhead Pass. Down for the weir. And that's new. This is new. That's never been there before. I mean, we could have come up that side at River if I'd have known that were there.
Yeah. Down that way.
Can improvise and overcome, or go back and round.
No, this is it. Not very nice, is it?
No. Things you have to do. You got it?
No, we haven't. I'm all there. You're about it.
Good.
Cheers.
Stick with me, kid. Life's an adventure.
Yeah.
That's it. So intersected the Pennine Way.
Good stuff. Just Pennine Way now, then.
Yeah. Waterfall. Just before the staircase of doom, taking us up to Laddow rocks. So we're still in the cloud, but we're starting to get maybe above it. We've got to get higher than that, so hopefully it bubbles out and we get some inversion before it burns off. Would be nice. It's quite humid, zero wind. Just up here, cross over the top of the waterfall, and then we can't see it because it's covered in bracken, but the staircase now goes up to Laddow rocks. But yeah, starting to clear. So we're alright at the minute, it don't really matter because we're on Pennine Way, so it's a decent trail. But later on we'll go about 3 mile off piste. It don't bother me too much whether it's in cloud or not, but I prefer to have a view over the top of the falls. What we have here is a staircase. Probably not get up it in one go. course I'm not stopping to rest, I'm stopping to film. Believe that, believe out. Wake you up in the morning.
Yeah, well, definitely.
So fork in the path here. That left hand fork will take you over to Chew Reservoir and Dove Stones, etc. There's also Featherbed Moss Trig up here and Black Chew Head, I think it's called. Both Ethels. Laddow rocks. Clouds just not quite clearing for us. And normally the view down that valley is pretty epic, but not going to get it today, I don't think. I'm just at a low point again. We've come up from Crowden over the top of Laddow rocks. We're in the cloud and that up there. We've descended down again. So we're now in the bottom, super clear down this second woods. So we're still on the Pennine way. We've just got to meander around and up and over to Black Hill, which is over yonder. Like oil slick, innit? Yeah. These bridges were never here. They were always a nightmare to cross, but this is this bridge tilts to have had a better day. I always film it just in case.
Well, yeah, say I'll not put my weight on until you're across, Andy.
Yeah, probably be a wise thing. This one will collapse. That one will be all right, and that one will collapse. The one will look stable. This was always a bit of a tricky swamp to get across. Most of the times with all these reeds and everything and big water course, and certainly deep enough. So it was always a bit of a trick to get over, but they've always put this bridge in. I've never seen this bridge before, I don't think, but certainly it was in one piece if it was. It's stable, it's solid, but obviously not in its design format. It's pretty much paved now, roughly graded trail up to the Trig point. So the hill starts. It's just a gradual plod, nothing too dramatic. Cracking day now, no wind, nice and warm. Definitely t-shirt weather all day. And starting to get a little bit of blue sky. So yeah, we're out the cloud now. And still on the climb up to Black Hill itself. End of the pavers. Now onto crushed gravel path. Right the way up to near the Trig point. But we're nearly done with the climb now. Just approaching Black Hill Trig point, or Soldier's Lump.
Morning.
Alright. Ah, there's mast, just seat bomb on it.
Yeah. Poking its head up, innit?
Hiya.
Alright.
How are we doing? We've dropped off the Pennine Way. That's Issue Clough below me. Now we follow this fence line around now for another probably 300 metres, and we'll intersect Wrigley's cabin. So just around this corner, just coming into view, Wrigley's cabin.
Yeah. There's been many a fire lit in there.
Open chimney.
Alright.
A little tea light.
Looks like there's been some recent burning. That's a shot from the other side.
Wrigley's cabin there. So now 560 metres off piste. So I'm just heading over to the Sabre. It's a lot drier than I expected so far. Okay, a debris pool for the Canadian Sabre. Wrigley's cabins over there, about 400 or 500 metres. Sabre wreck there. Home Moss transmitters over there, but back in the clag, so I can't see it. I can only see the bottom of it earlier. I'm not seeing anything more than that. So now heading up here about 800 metres, gradual incline off piste to the head of Aden Clough. Debris pool for the ferry Swordfish, crashed in 1940. So we're just over the top of Hayden Brook, and the radio mast should be there, but can't see diddly squat of that. But yeah, there's the Swordfish debris. So from here now, we head back over in that direction, back to the trig point at Black Hill. We're not missed bus then. Okay, just after Black Hill Trig again. There were two groups of folk here, about 20 of them, when we just came back. So they've all, one group's wandered off over a edge that way. That'll be fun. And where another group's just headed off down Pennine way, so they're going back that way. This way.
Yeah.
So we're on the Pennine way at the moment, and that's the last we'll see of a trail for a little while. And if we're going to get into the Badlands, this is where it's going to be, over the next mile over to the Gloster Meteors. There's usually a couple of sections that get particularly sketchy. Okay, intercepted the trail. So just left Black Hill Trig Point over there, 500 metres. A little bit of a squishy bit over there to get to the side of the clough. And we're okay now for a little bit. And then the other side of this will be a bit, if we're going to have a nightmare, that's going to be coming up. But, okay for a little while. We're in the section where if we're going to have bogs, this is where they're going to be. But there seems to be reasonably substantial flagging at the moment, so that should possibly pick his way through the rest of it. Squishy, but not too dramatic at this time.
Not too bad.
No, that was
Buggers, but
considering it is wet, it was quite friendly, was that? Heading over to the first section of the Gloster Meteors, of which there are 2, and there's about 30 debris pools, probably more if you pick every single bit up sort of thing, but a good 30 pools scattered pretty much in a straight line over half a mile to a kilometre. Okay, some debris is now coming into sight. So debris there, so there's a little bit more we can't see just off to our right, which we're heading over towards, and then so it goes all the way down in that little bit of a cut.
strewn over a kilometre. This
First debris pool of the Gloster Meteors.
as I venture across.
Pick it over now to the known bits, but there'll be other bits scattered about. Just happen to humble across as you're walking through. Probably a bit here, somewhere in this hole I think. Oh, perspex.
There's a bit there. Oh, another bit there. Two of them were flat, but there was actually 4 of them. They were flying on a flight together. Oh wow! These are the bits we saw just now.
Picking up bits of the meteors we're going around. Not videoed all of it in transitions between all bits because there's loads of them.
Scratched their initials.
And drawn the plane.
So yeah, as long as you said it's metal armour plating, but you'd expect that when you get them. Look at that. The breakers around it. That was
The tail. We've got one back there, look, or one at ailerons, whichever.
later on. The location. Far from it. So, around the corner here. That's the way you look. It's eerie. You know, maybe it's just because I know what happened here, but you know, the location of it is just unbelievable. So, I'm going to say goodbye on that one.
put the camera on, because if it's going to go wrong, this is where it's going to go. But so far so good. I'm saying that's probably where the watercourse is. Trying to find a sort of a narrow bit.
Yeah.
Yep, so far so good. Yep. That's that one out of the way. Probably got a couple more to do. Water, definitely water. Alright.
Yeah.
Gully here.
Got you.
Right, we're done with the potential hazards of watercourses. So now we just got to drop down here and pick up that path what goes around the edge, and that's Crowden Little Brook. Over there, about 300 metres from me, 400 metres is the cockpit. So what the plan is at the moment, we're going to go down to the waterfall. I'll fly the drone over the waterfall, but I'll see if I can locate the cockpit as well.
Good.
From down there, rather than trying to fight up to it. It's a bit of a mission upside of a steep wall, and we've done enough. So I have technical means of doing it, so technical means I shall use. Steep descent. That's it, and then there's waterfall down in that gully. You can walk down to it. Obviously I've sent drone in, take some photos and things. So. And then bag off, quick drink, get drone out. There's the waterfall. See the route a bit more now. We've come around the corner. Look, Crowden Little Brook. See the trail cutting along the big quarry at the end, and so it stays roughly like this all the way back to just below that quarry, and then there's a steep descent back down to the campsite and car park. It's a large bog bypass section. And back on the path. The quarry up there, and now the downhill. Quite steep downhill at that. Plod, 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 plod. So at the bottom of here closes the loop of where we were, but that's when we get to the bottom. We're not there yet. Across 2 stiles and we're back on the main trail. So the gate might open, but I'll go over the steps because of all the sheep. Chance of them running out. Oop. Not the best ladder, mind you. Crowden campsite. 7 hours 47 minutes, 11.85 miles. This one 18.85 kilometers, 7 hours 50.